Okay, we are live, it looks like. Let me just make sure that this is visible. And let me bring chat up as well. Right, there's chat. Let me pop that out. Sweet. Wait a minute, I'm a Bleach fan. How's it going? Just some guy with a mustache. How you doing, Logan? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. That reminds me, I'm not sure if I have to add sponsored to the title of this stream. How you doing, Vince? Welcome to the stream. It is Friday, and more importantly, it is the release date for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which, you know, you guys are in chat whether you just want to hang out because you like DMC or maybe you're a Bleach fan. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so the background should look a bit different and a little bit familiar at the same time. So I've moved. So the home office is a little bit bigger. I say a little bit, it's quite a lot. So it's kind of why I've been a little bit in and out when it comes to content and stuff. But it's good to be back. Let me just drop a link in Discord and then we'll get going for real. My favorite Zanpakuto. That is a good question. I mean, that's tough. I mean, Zangetsu is a classic, right? Senbon Zakura is, I mean, flower petals, sharp flower petals. Zabimaru is just a joke at this point, I think Rukia is pretty cool, especially with her Bankai, particularly it being a bit of a double-edged sword, right? But yes, this is quite a lot in Bleach, and that's the good thing about it. It's just like everyone's like quite versatile. Let me see if I can grab Discord real quick and get this out of the way. This is the issue when you have two monitors. It keeps popping up on the wrong page. Sweet. There we go. That should be better now. I mean, Ryujin Jack is that's Captain Yamamoto's? Is it not? I mean that is just insanely overpowered. You know, we are in a bit of a resurgence when it comes to Bleach, and I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. Cool. I'll drop an announcement. The stream's live. That should. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that is Yamamoto's, right? Yeah, that dude. That God, when he was rocking up or rocking down the fake Yuhabak or Yuhabaha as they love to call him. That's just such an interesting name for your big main villain, you know. But it's cool. Yeah, like one of the cool things I like about Bleach are like the call outs when they enter the Shikai, right? Like drink Nozarashi, which is like a baller ass call out. Give me a cup. Give me a cup. Perfect. How you doing, Cubalin Farms? Just found the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. I'm doing all right, thanks. It's been an all right day. Yeah, it's good to wind down. Hope you're well. Have I seen? No, so I've seen part of it, Ruben. I've not finished it. It's not gripped me the same way that season 1 has. But yeah. Final Fantasy Friday for you. Awesome. Is there Seto Metadata? That's a good question, but we're going to dive into it. I've not actually hopped in. I've been working all day. As do most people with jobs, right? You work during your weekdays. So we're gonna dive in just a second, and we're gonna go for it. Let me move this over. Is this a fighting game or adventure? It is mostly a fighting game, Zinky, from what I could tell from the things I've been following. You do have a big like story mode, which kind of follows from the beginning all the way to the end of the Karakura town arc, which is like a good chunk of Bleach. But yeah, it's got some fighting game chops from what I could see, so I've been eager to dive in. Unfortunately, the PC version's having a huge issue. We're playing on PS5 today, so don't have to deal with any of that. How you doing, Harsh? Bleach, man, Bleach is cool. Bleach has always been my my favorite of for me. You know, growing up with the big three. Can you even see? Yeah, we got our boy Ulquiorra there as well. You know, which kind of tells you everything, right? Tells you everything. Helsing, yeah, if only, right? If only. Cool. Let me get the show on the road. There we go. Let me switch the camera over. I say switch the camera over. I mean, just zoom in. Pray that doesn't blow my eardrums out. Let me know how this sounds, by the way, in terms of tweaking the sound setup. If you guys want it louder, quieter, in terms of the game noise, let me know. Sweet. That might be a little bit too loud. Let me just drop that down just a tiny bit. Change various settings to optimize your gameplay experience. Sweet. Good to see me back. Thanks. Much appreciated. My hair's good with being curly. Yeah, it's just what it is, man. Born with it, which is a blessing and a curse. What have we got here? So in standard, when quick attack or flash attack is used repeatedly, an R2 Hakugeki will be performed automatically. Even advanced or control inputs performed manually. I do want to do this all manually, but I know from playing Sparking Zero and trying to set that shit to like classic, it fucked me up real good. Yeah, we want voice effects. Do we want motion blur on? We'll leave that on, and if it gets too egregious, turn it off. This is all fine. I don't know if I want to have this with like subbed or dubbed though. Yeah, we've just got good old English and Nihongo. Good old Japanese. System voice. Can I hear what this sounds like? No. Great. We'll leave it at voice 1 then. I don't know. I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it and we're gonna see. Autosave with a butterfly. Okay. Nice touch. Can't lie, Bleach's comeback has been insane. The anime returning with stellar animation. Fantastic. 100% I agree with you, man. Mustache man. It's been crazy from 2022. I've got the so I was at San Diego at Comic-Con when they it's like a few months before it, or it must have been a month or so before the first season of Bleach aired, and just like they had a massive Viz Media sort of stand there, and it was crazy. It was cool. But yeah, I managed to take a poster which I've got framed, and it's still up on there. Could you imagine? This would be a perfect place for him to be introduced, right? With a sword and everything. Grim Jow's your favorite Espada? Yeah, that's fair. So the music for this as well is by Takeharu Ishimoto, which he's worked on some, or they've worked on some banger sort of tracks in games. So they've Crisis Core, which I think a lot of people know about, Final Fantasy Crisis Core, and I believe the World Ends With You series. So that kind of tells you everything, and the music and the vibes are just perfect, man. You're exactly 100. Like the style is like just perfect. And like they debuted this song a little bit earlier, right? In the whole marketing thing for this game, and it's just been stuck in my head. I really hope this game's got like chops in it, like it sticks around. Very reminiscent of the Heat the Soul series. God, such a banger of some key art as well, man. Cool. Oh my god. 19 pages. Yep. I know, right? Fastest reader in the world, though. Wait, hold on. No. Legitimate interest. Consent. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna go with no. You're not gonna do any of that. Yes. Give me the battle guide, please. I want to reverse my fate. Don't we all? Glad you grew up with a franchise like this? Yeah. Same here. Yoruichi showing. Is this meant to be like the... Like when he... Is he fighting in the basement? And he's trying to unlock his... There's a few different times. There's one where he's trying to unlock his, figure out his Zanpakuto's name, and the other one is when he's trying to achieve Bankai. Okay. This game is a one-on-one 3D action battle game. To start, let Yoruichi teach you the rules of combat. Sure. Left stick to move. Square is quick attack. We've got triangle for flash attack, circle for signature move, L1 guard, R1 breakers. Okay. Ooh, you do feel quite heavy. Oh, that's interesting. Right, so it's not... Dude, this feels so interesting. How you doing, Josh? So, like, if I tilt up and down, you'd think that Ichigo would go, like... You think that he'd go into the background, into the foreground, but he moves backwards and forwards, which is so weird. And then if I move left and right, Ichigo, like... He doesn't go towards and away from Yoruichi. He goes forwards and backwards. It's like almost like reversed in my head. It's quite weird. What's the guard like? Okay, quite fast. Nice. Okay, you're not going to cancel your recovery frames with a guard. And those are the flash attacks. I mean, oh yeah, OG Bleach fan. How you doing, Ryuk? Ryuk? Death Note fan? Oh my god. 3 actions with rock, paper, scissors relationship. Attacks interrupt breakers. Guards defend against attacks. And breakers affect guard. So we're slapping up breakers with our attacks. We're guarding against attacks with our guard. And then if somebody's trying to guard on us, we slap them up with some breaker action. Use guard for attacks. Okay, that's fine. Use breakers when someone's guarding. And use your attacks to stop breakers. Taking attacks while guarding reduces the guard gauge temporarily, preventing you from guarding. And then when you... Basically, your guard gets broken, alright. What do breakers look like, though? Oh, okay, so they're... So you have to hold it? Yeah, you have to hold it, I think. Yeah. Okay, and so you know when someone's going to hit a breaker because they flash. What's his signature move? Oh, and you can charge him up for a two piece. Okay. Alright, in battle, control your distance to the enemy's key. Use basic movements. Okay. Steps. Dash when you hold. And then hold maneuvers. Okay. What about dashing? Okay, can I dash in other directions? No. So holding to dash just always takes you forward, which is interesting. What about if I dash back? Nope. So I have to step back. What about... Ooh, okay, so we can flash step some fools. But that definitely... Did that take some bar off of me? That definitely took some bar off of me because I can't do it anymore. Ichigo got slapped up. The Hollow Mask was so cold back in the day. I remember painting your face with Ichigo's Hollow Mask. Oh, like the whole visor. Yeah. I used to have one of those. The first year I went to Comic Con, I was like early mid 2000s, and it's one of the first things I remember buying. Like a cheap little mask. And then obviously Ichigo's mask changes are obviously throughout the story, so yeah, that's quite cool. Destroy all of your opponent's Konpaku to win battles. In this game, Konpaku act as lives. To destroy them, deal damage to Reishi and reduce it to 0. Okay. Vessels that contain one's soul. Big thank you to Bandai Namco, by the way, as well, for hooking your boy up, shall we say. Hopefully you get it at some point, bidders. Is this like your average anime fighting game like Jump Force? No, it's Ninja Storm is actually good. Dylan, I think from what I can tell so far, this seems a lot more involved than the Storm games. Like a lot more involved, and a lot more involved than even like the Demon Slayer, and most definitely more so than Jump Force, man. Hold on. Quick attacks, flash attacks. Quick attacks are unleashed with speedy combo hits. First 3 hits recover a lot of spiritual power. Short range and they need to be close. Yep. Powerful attacks with long range. They're slow, so you got to time and you got to space things out. Okay. You can also perform additional combos with the standard controls by spending the reverse gauge at the bottom of the screen. Very based Bandai Namco, for sure. For sure. You can perform a quick attack follow-up Ho combo. Square, 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 and then X can... Okay. And then you can do the same with... Okay, so that uses bar at the bottom. Does that fill it up for us? Yeah, it does automatically. And then you can follow up. Can you do it again? No, you can't because it pauses for me. Build up spiritual power through normal attacks and other methods to gain access... Just make sure I'm not dropping frames. To gain access to powerful special moves known as spiritual pressure moves. Interesting. So what? Do you build spiritual power with quick attack combos and increase your options with actions like spiritual pressure moves? Or aim to damage Reishi directly with flash attack combos? Choosing tactics, okay. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let's try that again. So if we hit it with this, and then we can just automatically step and that puts us in range. That's good to know. Right. Let's go back. What's our first spiritual pressure move? Okay. What's the range on that? Okay, interesting. What's the second spiritual pressure move? That's cool. Dude, that was definitely a reference to that one scene in Bleach where White swings the Zangetsu by the cloth. And we never see Ichigo do that. Because he, for whatever reason, just did not decide to ape that move from your boy. Spiritual pressure moves can trigger combos. What? Spiritual pressure moves can trigger combos from quick attacks or flash attacks. Okay. Something other than my Konpaku was reduced by that? Xenoverse was pretty cool. But that was... Yeah. It's a long time ago, wasn't it? You love Bleach? Same here, Solo. What's chat saying? The game doesn't look that clean. Some shimmering edges not that sharp. I'm not quite sure what resolution it runs out on console, but it would be good to know. To be honest, I feel more like what's more important in a game like this is less so things like that, more so like frame rate. But I understand what you're saying. Food for thought. There are ways to destroy Konpaku in battle without reducing ratio to 0. Okay, when the opponent is in a ratio deficiency, so when they're at 30% and under, you get to use Hakugeki. Hold R2 to trigger a Kikon move. You can also unleash Kikon with 4 squares and an R2. But this attack is unleashed with a ratio barrier. Dude, there is quite a lot they go through in here. This is interesting. Unleashed with a ratio barrier protecting your Konpaku. So the number of Konpaku you can destroy is 1 less than when you reduce. Okay. Characters offer a variety of playstyles. High attack and accelerate, reducing ratio to 0. Low attack but land lots of hits, making it easy to drive their opponent to ratio efficiency to cost them Konpaku. Cannot defend during a guard break, giving you a chance to just slap him up with the Kikon. Okay. However, it might be interrupted. Okay, good to know. I have heard, Griff, that the PC, they are patching PC, and they are aware of that there are issues, for sure. 1080 for all consoles, even the Pro ones. Yeah, me and Kill the Killif have a very sad, yeah. My gripe with, yeah. Right. So that's what that does. What if we charge out? I mean, it said we kind of have to get their Reishin to. Now. And you have to press and hold, okay. Dude, that announcer voice in the back is killing me. Alright, so yeah. Right, so basically, yeah, get their ratio down, destroy the Konpaku, and you've got abilities where you can use Kikon moves to just automatically just dap them up, take them out of the match completely. Oh, and then you've got the heightened states, right? Interesting background music going on, but the old techno. Nanda! Nanda kore. First time. Power explodes outwards. I probably will, Dylan, yeah. I know there's not a ranked mode apparently, but I like Bleach enough. Considering it more so than I used to put some time in with the Storm games with 2 and 3, and then when 4 came out I just couldn't be bothered. Accumulate a certain amount of fighting spirit in battle to trigger an awakening. Release Shikai, Bankai, Resurrection, each characters. Dude, this music in the background is popping off, man. Popping right off. Boosting all abilities significantly, increase the number of Konpaku destroyed with Kikon moves. Damn, so you can take out more than 1 Konpaku with. That's crazy. Powerful comebacks letting you turn the tide of battle, yeah. Reverse your fate for real. Gonna grind Shinsui? Okay, that's fair. I think somebody in chat did ask actually what's everyone's favourite Bleach character, but I'd like to know. I'm assuming some of them might be Yoruichi, because of that one manga panel we all know about. That Bankai like voice clip sounded directly out of the anime, which is cool. Oh, are we in a fight for real now? God damn. I mean, obviously it's a tutorial, but you know, Uryu Ishida get smoked just then. Urahara, okay. Aizen. Rukia. Okay. Rukia-chan, okay. Big fan. That's Rukia, like the full bringer, right? If I'm not mistaken. And I mean, Aizen is Aizen, yeah. Chair Sama, basically. Several systems you didn't practice, didn't give you a leg up. Consume the entire reverse gauge, gorge, whatever. Used for hold to execute reverse action, giving you a power up. 100% fighting spirit, 100% fighting spirit. Trigger keep on channel, boosting sprint, keep on moves. Okay, and there's challenges in the tutorial, okay. Oh, we got a trophy. Is Dan Southworth in this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he actually voices anybody in the anime, but I'm assuming they got all the voice actors from the anime back, right? Okay. I feel like we should definitely hit up maybe the story. I don't want to go into the tutorial and bore all you guys. I feel like... God, this game just oozes. Just oozes. Okay. Ah, I see. So the secret story is like... almost like the yeah, I don't know. So I'm assuming this is basically like the story mode told from the perspective of other characters. We got our boy Uryu-san, the ultimate. I mean, he's not really the ultimate snake, is he? He's playing the long con. He's definitely playing the long con with his forehead and the way he ends up with Rukia. And then obviously we got our boy. Just a chill guy, you know. Right, let's hop in. I'm playing this in sub, so we're playing with the Japanese VAs. The gameplay does look quite smooth. You like Rukia? A lot of people like Rukia, and Shunsui does. I mean, yeah, peaks. He peaks, didn't he? In the 1000-year Blood War arc. And yeah, you do have Johnny Young Bosch voicing Ichigo. He's voiced a lot of characters, iconic characters. For those who haven't read the manga, the game did a better job of giving out the story content compared to the original anime. Kanarazu. I've heard good things about the story of this game. In just how comprehensive it is in covering the full story, which is cool. I mean, if you think about like some of the other anime games. Okay, definitely put some budget behind this. Definitely different to how they did it in the anime and manga. I've actually got the manga. You can't see it, but I've got like... How many have I got? I got like the first 7 volumes I picked up. How many years ago? Like 2006, 5? Dude, it's been 20 fucking years. That's bad. This is your introduction? Okay, that's cool. It's doing a good job of explaining all the concepts. These are all things that you come to like you'd learn whilst reading or watching slowly, but yeah. Rukia? They look like Rukia. Yeah, Shinigami. I find it so interesting as well that they've clearly gone and taken a lot of like the phrasing, like Ho and Kikon and Reishi and all that, when they could have okay, bloody hell, we're starting here. This is interesting. What is going on? That's where we start. World of the living, Katakura town, afternoon clear. Yeah, and this is kind of how the story starts. Yeah, we definitely got hit with the square triangle there. Show you. What's your name? Show you something. Do we get to see the flat? Yeah, we do. You can close your mouth there, Ichigo. What are you doing, man? Remember the trailer for this? Freaked out the prospect of a DBZ Kakarot-like game? Yeah, it's not quite that, but I get what you're saying. I mean, just anything Bleach, you know? That isn't just like a weird Bleach Soul Ignition sort of like Musou game. Ore no muryoku. My powerlessness or my weakness. Probably one at a time, mustache. That way I can talk through it and show you, give you my thoughts as and when I see things. And that way people can watch without fear of being spoiled, right? If they have not seen what I've seen. That was an interesting monologue. There she is. They did a good job of modeling these environments. Makes me wonder if we're gonna... Oh, and here we go. This is it, right? How you doing, Zago? Go on, is it gonna do it? Kind of. Oh, there you go, yeah. 貴様、私の姿が見えるのか。っていうか今蹴り？They're really going all in, aren't they? 常人に私の姿を見ることなどできん。Like you typically would see like PowerPoint presentations of these things, right? Like slideshows of like they blitz through the story and just basically throw you into the action, but Jiggle physics? Wow, okay. Good to know, Griff. Crazy. I'm glad you do, Zago. Thank you for the support. How am I feeling about the game so far? I think it's cool. I think it's got chops. I'll have to put more time into it to give you like a comprehensive outlook, but so far I think it's cool. But then I am biased, right? Because I'm a fan of Bleach, so. Yeah, not gonna do much for us though, is it, Rukia? Tell that to a certain captain by the name of Aizen-sama. Oh, right. It's quite interesting because obviously, like, they would show you the actual ghosts instead of this weird, like, floating blue sort of miasma. Wonder why they went for that stylistic choice. Some people are saying the game's going to die in a few days. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it would. I'm hoping it does well. I mean, you know, we want more Bleach. At least I do.
そしてもう一つが他者の魂を喰らう悪霊ホローを消化滅却すること。 Go for it, Zalgo. More power to you. Fingers crossed you make it. Ichigo. What is his TV plug? Oh no, okay. I was gonna ask what's his TV plugged into. And then you can see the little like extension cable on the right hand side there, which is cool. And there we go. Bit of an abbreviated intro, finally, but looks like we're gonna get to something soon. Gameplay's better than expected. It's deep mechanics from your view. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a sentiment that a lot of people have been sharing. So let's hope it has legs. How you doing, Arturo? You're fan of God of War, DMC, Doom as well. It's a pretty good trifecta right there. Which God of Wars are we talking about though? The remakes? Not the remakes, the new ones or the originals? And there's his sister. That's one of his sisters. I wonder if they've got character models for him. Like how they're just arguing when clearly things about popping off. Interesting wall texture you got though. You're losing your touch, Rukia, that's what's happening. And there's his other sister. I do question the usefulness of that calendar behind him though, because it's completely empty. So. Wait, what? There you go. How you doing, Jessie? Come on, Ichigo. You gotta pick up the bat. Gotta whip out the old bat and go try and stop the hollow. Yeah, the way they frame this is a little bit different than the actual show or the manga, but so you know. I mean, I don't know about you, but like, if I saw this, if I saw this in the street, I don't even know. I don't know, man. Yeah, it is a Bakemono. It is a monster, bro. It's just completely unarmed, man. What's my favorite Bleach opening song? Yours is 13. Is that Rambu no Melody? It's a good one. I mean, openings 1, 2, 3, 9, 6, 12, 12 and 13. No, I think Rambu no Melody is 12, right? There's too many good ones to choose from. It's a shame though there's none of the licensed anime music in this. I'm curious to know if number 1 plays in this as well. Or even a cover of it, you know? They couldn't get the licensing rights. You had to tell Ichigo this now? And he's about to crash out? Oof. Yeah. I know, right? Old Kyoto. Seems like there's a bit of a synchronicity 2, 11, 13, and 15. It's a good mix. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think Bleach has any bad openings. I mean, it goes beyond just Ichigo and Johnny Young Bosch. I'm pretty sure Kirie's voice actor is the same one as Orihime, right? Yeah, this is that moment. Quite a bit more savage in the show, but yeah, you are right. This Zangetsu. I appreciate the faithfulness.
たわけが貴様の力ではかなわんということは宣告承知済みだろう。それとも自分の魂さえくれてやれば全て済むとでも思ったか。
Yeah, it's just gonna want more.
たわけだ。
悪かった。俺はただ
家族を助けたいか。
助ける方法があるのか教えてくれ頼む。
一つだけ。
We're gonna need you to give up your whole fit, Ichigo.
正確には
Leave the streetwear lifestyle and just adorn our black robes.
貴様が死神になるのだ。
Or substitute Soul Reaper.
残白刀を胸の中心に突き立て、そこに私が死神の力の半分を注ぎ込むのだ。そうすれば奴とも戦えるだろう。
I find it interesting how she mentions she'll give him half the power, but she couldn't take it out with her full power.
わからん。成功率は高くないし、失敗すれば死ぬ。だが他に方法はないのだ。迷っている暇もな。
Eyes of Heaven is another banger. I remember that was like, those were some of the first ever streams I did years and years and years ago, I believe.
刀をよこせ死神。てめえ
The
のアイ
music's
デア
kicking
に
up.
乗ってやる。
The crescent moon in the background. Is that a seam I can see in the sky? That's
死神ではない。
oversight.
朽木ルキアだ。
俺は黒崎一護だ。お互い最後の挨拶にならないことを
Popping
祈ろ
off,
う。
sweating, trying not to crash out right now. Remember, he's 15 years old. He's only like, how old is he? Like 17 by the time 1,000-year Blood War starts, or something like that. It's crazy. What kind of transition are we gonna get here? Oh, okay, it's a shame. Everybody's got like a massive explosion. Shinigami does mean Death God, yeah. This is interesting. Oh, we don't have a breaker, that's interesting. This man's just tweaking in the back. And we don't have any flash moves either. Because obviously we don't actually know anything. Take off an arm or something? No. Oh, there was some interesting different things to do in combat there. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Are you like? Yeah, you got absolutely robbed there, Rukia. I'm sorry, but you got your feet out, so you know. Get yourself a feet finder. You know, start making some money. Maybe you can pay for your power back. Anyway, that was such an extensive tutorial that I'm not sure how you'd go through that and lose like Konpaku. I know, right? Response to spiritual pressure by changing shape. Ichigo's packing. 17,000 year blood war. I've never seen it so huge. My god.
Does that mean that Ichigo is spiritually bricked up right now?
何者なのだ。
It's a horrible thing to say. I won't say that again. I apologize, guys. I know, right? He goes through so much in just like two years. It's crazy. Yeah, and then we've got the one shot, which is pretty cool. Maybe we'll get a return of Bleach. You know, who knows? If we do, it's probably going to be announced after the final core of 1000 Year Blood War. To be continued. Nani the fuck, bro? Why? Okay, what do we got? What do we got here? Okay, we got some clear rewards. Sweet, first time clear rewards, experience and coin, and then there's soul challenges, which I think is fairly straightforward. It would be nice to see where we can get these, if we can see these soul challenges like before we start a fight or something, you know, so I can go in there with a plan. I do like the fact that we've got some movement in the background though. It's the little details, but you know, it's attention to detail that matters. Ichigo Kurosaki, 15 years old. He can see ghosts. One day a mysterious girl who calls herself Soul Reaper suddenly shows up in front of him. She has come from the Soul Society to defeat evil spirits known as Hollows. Ichigo has a hard time. Okay. Alright, and then we can go on and do the next one? Yeah. Comes a substitute. Orihime Inoue and Yasutora Sado notice something off. To him, there's the truth. Mysterious, hazy recollection lingers on. Do you think we're gonna get this whole thing about Orihime's brother in this game? And Chad and that goddamn parakeet? I'm curious to know if those will be covered. Oh my god, we're skipping straight to Cone? That's funny. Good old little Pez dispenser. Or substitute. Not a substitute soul. What are they called? They have a name. God. I think the Dynasty series taking inspiration from Bleach. I think that's fair to say. Wonder, particularly with the reboot. Yeah, he was also Zero in BC3 in Kyoto. When's the next big thing in the story? Is it when they go visit Ichigo's mother's grave? Is that when things kick off again? I'm trying to think. I know we've got that moment where there's a mod soul, that's the term for it. I know him and Uryu meet at some point. Just can't remember when. There's quite a lot that happens between now and when Renji and Byakuya show up. It's really quite the tearjerker. Oh no, Cone. Cone. It is underrated, you're right. The substitute Shinigami arc is like his peak, right? I see. So this is where we get, yeah, a little bit of a recap. Good old soul chain. Take care, Arturo. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun with your dinner. It warms you all up inside. Right. And then we're gonna get Chad, yeah. My goddamn bird. It's a shame that we couldn't go through
through this gameplay-wise, but I understand why they've done this. Got to save time and budget. Don't we meet the parakeet's little soul as well when they eventually go to Soul Society? Like the funny thing is that when people used to talk about Bleach, they always used to be like, watch the Substitute Shinigami arc and the Rescue arc, and then just forget about the rest of the series. Which is quite interesting. I feel like that sentiment has shifted recently. Yeah, Urahara sold us a duff goddamn set of souls. Uryu has Sasuke's VA as well. Yeah, that's true. Oh, is it Don Kanonji? Dude, they're really going in. Which is pretty cool. And then we get to now. Is this when we see Uryu? Must be, right? Bloody hell, Chad's pretty tall. Oh, you can skip through dialogue, that's cool. Not gonna lie, Bleach fans are eating good, video games wise. The mobile games. I think I've seen some of that floating around, right? Like some trailers for some stuff. I mean, you've got the, was it Brave Souls is the main one that's going on for mobile, right? We've had quite a lot of like spin-off those. We've had like the Heat the Soul games, we've had the Soul Carnival games. Yeah, like the DS games as well, from what I remember. Imagine if they did the filler arcs, the bounce. Oh god. You know, I'm not quite sure. Everyone likes to harp on about Bleach and the filler. I'm not quite sure that, like, if you compare it to something like Naruto, that it has like more filler. But yeah, the bounce arc was like whatever. The Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, that's is that not filler? I feel like that is filler, but that was a cool arc from what I remember. Bleach also has some really cool movies as well. I'm not really a huge like massive fan of a lot of like the random one-shot movies for anime, but Bleach had some really cool ones. Was it Memories of Nobody and is it the Diamond Dust Rebellion? There's quite a few. And the Hell one as well. Yeah, you need to start watching it again, man, for sure. Chad might be useful now. I can't even imagine Chad losing. Right, let me hit the pause menu real quick, because I want to see if we've got any of these soul challenges coming up. Never mind, I guess I'm not doing that. We hitting them with the old... Yeah. Reishi damage. As a rule, you cannot land Kikon moves on opponents with high Reishi, and for mid-sized foes such as Hollows, you must reduce their Reishi down to nothing before you can land a Kikon. Reducing their Reishi to 0 will destroy one Konpaku and cause you to land a Kikon automatically. Mid-sized foes will move with super armor as long as they have guard gauge, whatever. Reducing the damage they take. Land attacks to break the guard gauge, triggering guard break. 0. Much more damage than usual. Okay. Good motherfucker. Ooh, alright, big man. I've not got a thing, which is annoying, a breaker. Good bitch ass over here. Now or never. Filler arcs, yeah. One of the better original arcs. I mean, yeah. Oh shit! Sorry, we're still fighting. My bad. So we still can use that little flash step, but dude, he got fucking spaced so hard there. It's crazy. We literally just ran underneath him and he did nothing. Absolutely fucking rocked. Yeah, the first half of Death Note's really cool, and then after what happens in the second half. But Misa though, you know? But Misa. I mean, am I right? Soul Resonance? Yeah, I think that's the name of it, right? Studio Piero? Sorry, I misread that. I made Bleach and Naruto, the Filler Kings. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, if I'm honest. Not quite sure. I feel like the timing of the anime and the release timing had a lot to play with that. What to do with that, sorry. I also feel like I'm not sure if any of you guys agree, but like the reception to the Fullbring arc after the fake Karakura Town arc, it was very much a big dip in how people thought about Bleach, but like looking back at it now, it seems like it's one of those arcs that people now are starting to praise quite a bit, which is interesting. Particularly because it shows more of like a human side to like a shonen protagonist, and having to deal with basically a fall off, a massive fall off. What's this bad feeling you're about to have? I think you're coming down with a cold. Oh, right, and this is when Orihime is realizing her brother. Rock Levy's a kangaroo, god. Learn from the mistakes, made it seasonal. Yeah, they really smashed out of the park. Fullbring is underrated. Did this happen in the anime? Which part? Him fighting random hollows. I think it's implied that that's kind of what Ichigo did to, you know, whilst trying to balance his school life. Orihime and I'm not sure about Chad, but Orihime having her like memories and stuff erased, I'm pretty sure was a thing that they did. But it doesn't work because she does eventually just start to like, she pieces things together, right? Play level up. Okay, my play level's up, people. What does that mean? I'm now level 2. My god. Okay. That's fair. Orihime remembering. Yeah, I think so. I think, feel free, anybody who's like watched the first season a lot more recently than I have can chime in, but I'm pretty sure she does, yeah. Nice. Okay, that's thoughts of a friend. Ichigo runs into Chad as he's coming back from a hollow hunt. Explosion takes place. Caused by a hollow. Yeah. I love the Fullbringer arc. Around you, Spider-Man 2, Peter lost his powers and has to cope with life struggles. Yeah. I feel like people just, I mean, you know, a lot of people thought that it peaked. It peaked with, obviously, the final gets Gotensho, and then, you know, you got a nerfed Ichigo running around until, boom, right at the end, he's back. What's the matter with you, Chad? Why can't he just walk around his own town? A bakery at this time of night, man. That's funny.
I like how Chad's just chilling in the school uniform still. Also, the idea that Chad's like 15 is crazy. He's on the source, man. I did not know that, Shido, but that's cool. That it was finally confirmed that he can do it. He never had the chance to use... Oh, maybe he does. Actually. Forget a backstory. It'd be an interesting mustache, but not sure if people would take it seriously considering it's not 100% canon. Do I think they'll ever make a story game like Kakarot for this? Like more of like almost like an RPG-esque kind of thing. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. It'd have to be done right though. I'm not sure if they would. And here we go. Hollows abound. I look like... Yeah, oh, you're not the first to crack that. I say crack that joke, to mention that. Oh shit, we're straight in? Hold on. Oh, why does it do this? Why can't you tell me, like, what the soul challenges are? Okay, yep. Ho, follow up. To use it in an instant, you can move behind. Consumes one reverse gauge, cool. Oh, okay, interesting. So if we activate it right as an enemy attacks, we'll trigger a counter, which temporarily boosts the amount of spiritual power that we get from attacking. The follow-up ones are what I've been using at the minute, because it's kind of just straightforward. You slap them up with a combo and then move on. And then yeah, you can just ho up to them, even if you slap them up. But this man got sauced up. Ichigo's hands rated E for everyone. You know. I had to dash over to him. Oh, okay. Still not got a lot of reverse gauge, so I can't actually do the counter move I want to. What an asshole, I can't believe I did that. Okay. Oh, whoops. So crazy. Easy peasy. Okay. Soundtrack straight out of Crisis Core Reunion. I mean, hey. Takeharu Ishimoto, right? Who buys the club? Oh, right. I have seen... Oh, I have heard mention of this club before. I didn't realize he was actually paid to answer questions. That's quite funny. Toshiro and Rangiku knew Ichigo was Ishin's kid when they went to the house? That's funny. He's dropping the details. I do remember one of his quotes where he mentioned, like, how he hid, like, foreshadowing or, like, Easter eggs throughout Bleach that would kind of tell you where the story would go. Well, and, like, how there's some in there that are so obscure that, like, basically nobody but him would kind of get it. Sort of thing, which is quite interesting. Goddamn parakeet, man. Exactly, bro. What are you talking about? Birds? Yeah, he starts to remember too. And then, like, if I'm not mistaken, when it gets to where Ichigo is preparing to go to the Soul Society, he's surprised to see Orihime and Chad there because he doesn't know that they have powers, sort of thing, right? If I'm not mistaken. He doesn't know that they would, like, sort of training separately as well. Ichigo's bed has the Quincy logo. Yeah, I did remember seeing that, which is quite interesting. It is such a... The whole Zangetsu thing... When that dropped in the manga, dude, it felt like such a crazy, like... It didn't feel like a Deus Ex Machina, it felt like Giga Brain, sort of galaxy level sort of thinking. When that reveal occurred, which was really cool. Probably one of the best sort of foreshadowed things in the series, if I'm honest. Sorry, not in the series, in just anime in general. Right, and this is the... Yeah. It happened 6 years ago. Ichigo hit his first blunt at the age of 9. The one that was weird was when Old Man Zangetsu was telling Ichigo's name. Blacked out. Yeah, I mean... well, yeah. You've got it in the... Was it not, like, literally, like, inked out in the manga? If I'm not mistaken. Obviously in the anime they couldn't do that. It was kind of just distorted. This is not the outfit that I remember Ishin having, though. Which is quite funny. I do find it interesting how Ishin is like, he knew about obviously everything considering his background, and he was able to just, like, play along for so long, which is quite interesting. Okay, that looks like Ichigo's mother. Oh, that's cool. We needed to see Ishin just hit him with a dynamic entry as he walked through the door. How you doing, Alpha? Yeah, I like Bleach. Who doesn't? Oh, wow, it's probably quite a lot, but you know, it's cool. You think it's underrated and overrated? It's definitely swinging back around now that, like, 1,000 Year Blood War is just, like, ramping off, you know? I do find it interesting that Rukia doesn't know the truth about Ishin. Exactly, Sherry. Yeah, good morning, Ichigo. Just almost breaks his son's back. He does look very, very, very similar to Ishin, which is cool. That's good to hear. It's good to hear, Gator. And we just see the back of her. It makes me wonder if they're going to do more of the story as DLC or if they're going to make a sequel. I'm very curious. Bleach gets a remake like Brotherhood or Dragon Ball Kai, it'd be insanity. I think it depends on how you do it, because a lot of people look at Kai, for example, and think that they don't like the edits that it's made. But I do feel like there's a few things from the original run of Bleach you could probably tidy up a bit, and if they redid it with a current art style, I think it would pop right off. I mean, we had the 20th anniversary trailer for just the series overall, where they redid some of the OG sort of scenes in the new style, and it just popped right off. Yeah, he is rocking his father's short back and sides
in the one shot. Which the one shot and sort of what that implies is quite crazy.
フォローと一緒にいるんだよ。
6年前か。そんな昔のことは覚えておらんが。なるほど。
Grand Fisher?
わしを見たことがあるのだな。
God, this thing's creepy.
そうだ。てめえ一体何者だ。フォローの手下なのか。それともフォローに操られてんのか。なんとか言えよ。
Come on, Ichigo, man. Put two and two together. Tetsuya Nomura and Kubo are
てめえは
the greatest artists, very similar in their work.
わしの姿を見ても生き残っておるやつ
I mean, Kubo is very fashion oriented, isn't it? Like, if you look at some of the art he's done,
なんだよ。それ。
だがその運もここまでよ。
particularly where you see the characters in like modern outfits, they're just out there putting people to shame, man. It's crazy. But yeah, and Nomura, as much as people like to harp on about his obsession with belts and buckles,
てめえの体の一部だっ
just
たのか。
iconic.
グランドフィッシャーやつのコード
Ah, there she is wearing her
自ら
that
の
dress,
姿
which is
を
cool.
隠し首から生えた疑似餌に人
I like the fact that they've
それが見え
taken the time
つまり
to
霊的
give
濃度の高い
to like to,
魂
to
を
alter the character models. It's such a small detail, but like it just sticks out like a sore thumb in games when like
自らの高い力を得
they're meant to be wearing or looking like something different and they're not. Takes you right out of it.
そういうやつだ知名度は中の上俺こうして
The ultimate
ソウルソ
catfisher?
サイティ
My
の
God.
データベースにしっかり
Pretty
と
much.
記録が残っている程度には名が知れておるということだ
Hurting my feelings. The funny thing is that I think if people were to look at this,
あの時
who are just chilling in the park,
こいつの
they wouldn't see Grand Fisher, they wouldn't see
それ
Ichigo,
はつまり
and I'm not
俺がこいつの罠に
sure.
ハマってたってこと
I think they would see Rukia, right? Yeah, they would. It's quite interesting.
それはつまりおふくろはこいつに
Let's come to the realization. I've seen some of Brave Souls. I've not seen like a lot of the What If forms. I've seen some of like the cool art. Oh, he went for it. Is it similar to like was it like Dragon Ball Heroes where there's a lot of
次回せよロンダニーニの黒犬一読し焼き払い自ら喉をかき切るがいい
やめろルキア今回おめえは引っ込んでろ俺一人でやる
She's about to start popping off, man.
バカを言うな奴は強い言ったろ
Favorite Ichigo
奴は50
transformation?
年以上も死神を退け
That's tough.
手出さないでくれこれは
That's really, really tough.
俺の戦いだ
I mean, the OG Bankai is really cool, right? And like as much as I really like the OG, hold on. Let me try and.
今までの奴らとは格が違うだけど負けねえこいつはおふくろを殺した奴だぞ俺がこいつを倒すんだよ
Oh, so this guy's got like a good bit of health actually, to be fair. Yeah, as much as I like the standard Shikai for Zangetsu, the full ring one looks really, really cool. I like the changes they made to it. Whoops. I need to be really careful here because I want to do this. I want to get all of the soul challenges. Okay, never mind. Okay, Rukia, give me your monologue whilst I'm crashing out. Hollows in general remind you of Heartless and Nobodies. That's fair. Like Organization 13. Exactly. The Soul Reapers.
私が手を出して勝利したところでイチゴが
I mean, the whole Ulquiorra and Orihime thing, you know what I mean? He was talking about the heart, but realistically, he just wanted to,
誇りはどうなる
he wanted to show her his Lancer.
なるほど
Or
奴
the
の
Lamp
命
ago,
は
you
救
know?
わ
He
れる
wanted
だ
to just.
だがそれは同時に奴の誇りを永遠に殺すことに
Show her the Segunda
誇り
Etapa,
が
you know
何
what
だ
I'm
と
saying?
いうのですか。命に比べれば誇りなど。
いいかよく覚えておけ戦いには2つあり我々は戦いの中に身を置く限り常にそれを見極め続けなければならない命を守るための戦いと
Yeah, I don't think it even has ranked,
戦いと
right? So I think some people found him in the PC files, essentially.
そうだ。これは誇りを守るための戦い。手を出してはならぬ戦い。
How you doing, Drax?
手を出すな。手を出すな。手を出すな。
I wonder if Ichigo can hear this.
出すな。死ぬな。イチゴ。
We gonna head straight back into the fight? We are.
若いがゆえにたやすく怒るがゆえに試み出すそして試み出すがゆえに刃は鈍る終わりだ小僧そして敬意を表しようお前はわし
Oh my god, dude, what was the range of that attack?
最も短慮でそして最も弱い死神だった
Oh, online mode, okay, that's fair.
てめえを切るぜ怒りは刃を鈍らせるか確かにそうかもしれねえだけどなグランドフィッシャーあんた一つ勘違いしてるてめえ程度のやつを倒すのにはその鈍った刃で十分だってことだ
Press to unleash an extremely powerful attack called a spiritual pressure move. Yeah.
終わりだフィッシャーそして敬意を表しようてめえは俺が出会った中で一番年食って
Probably should have waited.
一番汚くてそして一番勘に触るフォローだったぜ
Oh, we finally have access to a breaker now? Thanks for letting me know, game. Ah, he hit me with his first. We get him? I think we got him. Again, we'll get rank at a later date. I think so. I think that's the whole idea, Danix, right? I'm actually bitter that I lost there. Not lost, but I lost to Konpaku.
なあ、ルキア。
I've not actually seen much of the live action Bleach movie.
死神の力は
I think I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but I've not actually watched the full
戻り
thing.
そうでも
Can't really
そうで
say
なくてもいい。
much. But it only covers up until like
もうしばらく死神のままでいさせてく
the
れ。
start of
俺は強くなりたい。
the start of the rescue arc, right?
もっと強くなってフォローから守るんだ。狙われてる奴らを強くなって倒すんだあいつを。でなきゃ。
Urahara's good. I mean, there's like 30 characters, right? And they're all pretty like built up and built out, which is pretty cool. And they all play like differently, right? I wonder if you can replay and get like different points, right? Be curious. Yeah, we didn't get too many points there. I want to see if I can slap up Graham Fisher. Hold on. Yeah, we're only through 50% of the substitute arc. Let's try this one again real quick. I want to see. Also, it'd be good to see if we can skip a lot of this as well and retry as we retry. We don't need to see any of this. We're gonna reverse our fate. There we go.
どうした小僧、そうして逃げておるだけではこのわしを傷つけることなどできんぞ。
こいつ今までの奴らとは格が違う。だけど負けねえ。こいつはおふくろを殺した奴だぞ。俺がこいつを倒すんだよ。
This man's getting pieced up. Yeah. No, 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 whoops. We missed. One at that time, whoops. Oh my god, stop with the back skating, bro, please. Okay, get out of here with that.
若いがゆえにたやすく怒り、怒るがゆえに試み出す。そして試み出すがゆえに刃は終わりだ小僧。そして敬意を表しよう。
Need to be careful here and just not use flash attacks because he just does a lot of damage.
最も短慮で、そして最も弱い死神だった。
Really? That's interesting. I mean, Danga Ichigo's like... Oh my god, come on. This is gonna come down to the wire again. And you can't even restart the battle. Oh, I'm totally out of it. Yep. God damn you. Just not a fan of like... I don't understand why they don't give you access to his full moveset. Like, why do we not have access to breakers and the spiritual power moves straight away? You nerf a fight. How you doing, FT? Gonna need dev updates consistently because the cast is so large. And hopefully they do that. I feel like guarding that did absolutely fuck all, which is annoying. I'm gonna need to actually double check something because I wonder if like perfect guards or parries are a thing. I know counters are a thing. He needs to awaken through death to go to butterfly. Right, I see. Oh my god, dude. The range on that is very short. Right, and if you don't block the first hit, then you're basically on the hook for the rest of them, which is annoying. Looks like he can interrupt their combos with a flash attack. Or maybe not like combos, maybe they're trying to go for a flash attack. Not flash attack, but going for a breaker. God damn you, I can't believe he teleported away. No, 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 no. Get back into the fight. Oh, that was annoying. Why'd I do that? Should have hit with a quick attack. No! Why does he do that final move like that? Yeah, he's been guard broken. I feel like it might be because the square and triangles, and the triangle at the end is an ender that induces that. Oh my god, come on, man. The amount of recovery on combos is ridiculous. And he's done. He should be done. Just about. Nice. And we got the rest of the soul challenges. Still a bit of an oversight that they don't actually tell you what they are before you start the fight, but that's fine. Okay, we've seen that before, so now we can move on to the next one. I don't know if anyone does the same thing as me, but like, yeah, I like to just get things done in one go through. But that did teach us a little bit more about the mechanics. There is a lot of recovery frames on... Oh, okay, Quincy, so I'm assuming we'll get to meet Uryu. There are a lot of recovery frames on combos, so you're not going to be able to just, like, block straight after. There's a delay. No. Absolutely no issue with the page. I can't believe it. Maybe you'd say that about Rukia. How many different versions of Ichigo are there, Shiro? Do you know? Or anybody, in fact. Like, is it one Ichigo where you can pick through his different transformations? Or are there several different versions? And what about outfits as well? That's something I'm interested in as well. Like, be good to know, like, if you can pick different outfits. You must do, because I'm pretty sure that this came with different outfits for Toshiro and Zaraki, I think? Or no, it might have been Tosen. And here he is. Yep. This man said konbanwa, you know. Hit him with a good eve. That kind of tells you everything you need to know there, Ichigo. Gotta get out of the old body there, man. Okay, that was an interesting cutaway. I'm assuming that's like one of those secret side mode stories where we can play as Uryu. If it's the one if it's one I'm thinking of, Gator, is it not the one that's of the White Rabbit picking up the old false edge? This man just straight up hit him with that "I despise you." Generational hater right here.
バレてたのか。いつから気づいてた。井上さんと教室のドアのところから僕を盗み見てた時から。
One goes Bankai with their half visor. Then we've got standard Bankai Ichigo with Masters and Awakening.
なんだと。君はどうもそういう霊力の高い人間を察知する能力
And final is the final gets Gatenshun Awakening. Okay, that's fair. Thank you for stopping by, Bonshaw, and thank you for your support. Much appreciated. It's Bleach, you know? Can you not like Bleach? Unusual aura. That word has been ruined by online brain rot. Minus 1,000 aura. Spirit ribbons. This is what he uses to find Zangetsu, right? When he's in his, he's in his other world, and it's full of boxes, and he has to find the one that has Zangetsu in it. That's another episode moment that's been ingrained in my memory. And he thinks back to this moment where Uryu tells him that a soul reaper that a soul reaper's is it's red. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Shido, yeah. It was like almost like a quarter even. Yeah. And then he rips it off. Fantastic, yeah, I know. Tell me about it, right? What else you got in your sleeve, man? You're missing the L Riz and the L take. All the good stuff. I mean, he's got you there, man. Rukia does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, Ichigo. When he's falling, yeah. Say the other world, it's more like an inner world, right? At the first time he's in there, he doesn't realize it's underwater or whatever, and he like, up until that point, he's fine, and then he just starts drowning all of a sudden. It's quite funny. Kon looks like he looks whacked out of his mind as Ichigo. This is such a, like, I get what they're doing, but this is like such a crazy thing to do. Endanger people just to prove a point. Kon still in the back, just chilling. You don't like Kon? That's fair. He's a bit of a perv, ain't he? To be fair, so understandable. Reverse your fate. Oh shit, we're playing as Uryu? Okay. Uryu Ishida specializes in long-range attacks using his bow and arrows. He can attack unopposed from far away, but is at a disadvantage at close range, requiring you to maintain certain distance as you fight. Dude, this man's cooking you up. No, don't dash inwards, you silly fool. Yeah, you stay there behind the barrier. I like the fact that they've... What an asshole. Okay, so he's not that long range. You still need to be. What an asshole! Can't believe that happened. Oh, this man's getting cooked. So are we, it seems. How you doing, Braymore? Normally, Ichigo's alternate is with advantages after the old Kyoto. That's good to know. So it seems like there's, yeah, attention to details is on point, which is what you want to see. I'm surprised that they made us play as Uryu here. But yeah, as I was saying, I like the fact that they've taken the time to model the different kinds of hollow. You think animes need at least one sort of creep? No. Your family aren't the only ones with inordinate spiritual gifts. I'm packing too. Uryu too is spiritually bricked. On the far bank of a Rubicon, that's funny. Seems boring and stiff to play him to win with every character, but that's about it. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like when they mentioned long range, I thought like they meant long range, but you still have to kind of be in a sweet spot for his attacks to hit, because the combos that your characters do won't actually, that you won't go through the full string unless that first attack connects, it looks like. Yeah, how's the game? Yeah, the game's cool. Yeah, if you're a fan of Bleach, I think it's a good place to be. I think if you've not experienced Bleach before, I mean, this story mode does seem decently comprehensive. It does kind of skip and gloss over a few things, but if you want to get the general gist of things, then yeah, it's not bad. I feel like it's gonna live and die though by its online play. Ah, it's Mr. Handclogs. Urahara Kisuke. Oh, she doesn't realize.
何なのだ。まさか本当に壊れたのでは、こんなペースでフォローが出てくることなどありえぬこと。なんだこれは。
Quite interesting that the Soul Society would not just be sending people to investigate this, you know, immediately, like right now. Out here upsetting the balance, man. Balance of souls. By his own making, you know. Can't believe this dude's got his shirt tucked in and his tie still on. But yeah, it's the Steam version, apparently there's been a lot of issues with it. I mean, immediately at launch, people were just like leaving crazy reviews because they couldn't play the game, which is crazy. But they're aware of it, so hopefully it gets fixed. Chad, where have you taken me? My God. What's he gonna do with that cane? Crazy that they're introducing him now. Should have introduced him ages ago. Got that creepy smile going on. I don't have no idea how the shirt has stayed buttoned, but good for them. MVPs of the game, clearly.
あなたたちが何と出会い、どうやって戦ったのかを。
Are you challenging Ichigo? Is my stuff is bigger than any Shinigami? I mean, yeah, there's obviously the hatred there for a reason, you know, so that's fair. I can't even imagine Chad losing. Fighting to protect Ichigo's sister and the other kids got my blood boiling. Then I remember the promise I made to my abuelo. Your hands aren't rated E for everyone, son. It's time to settle down. You know, this is hilarious, but considering that doesn't Chad end up becoming a boxer? He ends up just slapping the smoke out of people for fun. Well, not for fun, for a living. Doesn't he have the is this the Diablo? Yeah. Which is quite cool. And that's like the base version of it because it evolves eventually over time, right? But these guys are basically Ford Ringers. If I'm not mistaken. Didn't Kubo... Didn't he... I might be making things up. I'm pretty sure he confirmed or alluded to the fact that that's what they were. Like Chad and Orihime. Oh, right. And then this is the thing that spits acid, right? Or drips or drools or dribbles acid or whatever, I think. Or is it the one with the bombs that explodes? I can't remember. Tatsuki, who doesn't end up being... Yeah. They share this Hulk material stuff, literally, you know. And good for them. Good for them, you know. Yeah, and this is where Santen Kishun comes into play. That low grade I got in my test, I reject. Paying for what I just bought, I reject. Yeah, let me just rewrite reality real quick with you know, Chad's powers are full. Yeah, they are. Good. I wasn't having a stroke and making things up. Time to rewatch the series. I rewatched like season 1 last year. Just because I was in that sort of vibe and mood for it, especially with Core 3 of 1000 Year Blood War popping off. Literally, yeah, taxes I reject, you know. Oh, yep. Get that message retracted before the IRS finds you, man. Eyebrow game on point. Crazy. How you doing, Pin? Welcome to the stream. That fearsome monster. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you like if you've got powers and you saw the things that you've seen with the monsters and you've been fighting and everything. Someone, you know, I mean, it seems feasible. Listening to a story. I wonder if his character model permanently has his eyes shaded out. We do see his eyes in the show. Haven't seen a Red Bleach in a while. Guess you need a refresher. Go for it. Do it. You know. To be fair, it's been a while since I've actually read a new manga. Not a new manga, but just read a manga I hadn't read before in a while. That looks shot for shot out of... Some of these look shot for shot out of the anime. Coming into contact, yeah. I think it's interesting that they went with this approach as well of having like the character models and the voice acting tell everyone the story. I remember Naruto Rise of a Ninja, when they were handling the story for that game, they literally just didn't they just take scenes from the anime and just played them, which is quite peculiar. Producer explained why Orihime and Ukitake are in the game. Why is Orihime? Well, I mean, Orihime's not really got like a. It's not really got like what you'd call it, like an offensive toolkit, right? Moveset.
Right, it's because of the concepts tied to Thousand Year Blood War. Yeah, to be honest, I feel like it, especially with Ukitake, if you had them in, people would definitely be complaining as to why their moveset and their moves are so limited. Yeah, no offense, Braymore, it's all good. I was literally going to say, I think I said it before in the stream as well. You're not the first person to mention that. Can't even imagine DNC losing, and then you never hear from me again. Oh, so this is going to be like a multi-arc thing in game, is it? With the hollows. Fair enough. I feel like the cosplay would just be like casual Hawaiian shirt. You'd have to get one or both of your arms all like done up. I'm not sure how you'd go about making like one of those. How you'd go about modeling one of them, but quite cool. Oh god, Cone. And no, obviously Rukia. Come on. Imagine if it was Ichigo and he was just pretending to be Cone, and he just starts tweaking out. You got the S rank on mission 10 without the fast strat. Congrats, Pin. I mean, mission 10 is an annoying mission to get that rank on, especially on D&D. And you did it without the fast strat at the end as well, which is cool. Did you have to avoid damage at the end with Urizen? Just wait it out a minute. Additionally, when considering the concept of battle and reversal, it's a bit difficult to implement their fighting styles into the game. Yeah, it's understandable when it's explained like that. I do like that they let you skip the dialogue as well. While the Soul Reaper watches from the sidelines. Yeah, as if. This man was literally on a rooftop tweaking out 10 minutes ago. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna hop into another. Oh no, we're gonna hop into another fight. You like the YouTube shorts? I'm glad you do, man. There's gonna be. I'll be making more of them, for sure. So I expect to see more. I don't know why he expected Ichigo to just be out of action. So story just to trial the characters for online, see if feel for which one you want to play. I don't think they'll let you play through all of them. I know there is like the secret side story mode, which lets you play through the story of some of the other characters as well, or like see things from their perspective. I mean, so far, like we're still in technically the first arc of the show. We've only played as Ichigo and Uryu. We've not played as Chad. Who else have we got? I mean, Yoruichi comes in a bit later, but we've not played as Urahara, even though he's been introduced.
Interestingly enough, we've not actually seen any of Urahara's little helpers in the shop.
何言って
滅亡したのだ。200年前にクイーンシーは全てのクイーンシーの生き残りは死神を憎んでいる。その憎しみの源は200年前の滅亡にある。
On the lines a little bit about the history of them.
クイーンシーは
Yeah, that makes
死神
sense,
たちの手
Ben.
によって
The style points.
だがしかし
Style points is the big one.
それは
Getting over the threshold.
苦
It's like
渋の
6k.
選択だった。
It's quite annoying.
死神たちはクイーンシーを滅ぼさなければならなかった。
Was it 5k? I can't remember.
それはこの世界の崩壊を防ぐため。
Yeah.
ソウルソサイティでは死神の
It's
怒
an
りに
interesting
ある
drawing
者
of
た
it.
ちを俗にバ
Ah,
ラン
there you
サ
go.
ーと呼
The
ぶことが
balances. So this does a good job of explaining
常に均等に保たれている。
like the world state
なぜだかわかるか。
and a lot of the little like pieces of dialogue and
二つの世界のバランスが崩れ、双方の崩壊を
I mean to be fair though, just it dumps you on it,
その
hitting
両
it.
世界のコンパクト量を調整するのが我々死神の
Yeah,
仕
the
事。
Judeka is a terrible enemy, man. Just
ソ
horrible.
ウルソ
And
サイティ
Yodazen
から
is
放たれた魂は
yeah.
死神に見守られて
Though in mission 10, I don't think you actually have to fight Yodazen, right?
現世で死した
Can't you just
魂は
like, as long as you stay still and don't touch a button, technically it doesn't count as you fighting. So you're not penalized for it.
それはホローも同じだ。
I
そ
think.
うしてコンパクの運行のすべてを死神に委ねることにより、ソウルソサイティはコンパク
Oh,
の
why
量を
has my
把
cam
握
just
し
frozen?
現世との調整を図ることができていたのだ。
That's weird. Let me fix that.
そこに現れたのがクインシーだ。クインシーはホローを完全に消滅させてしまう。それはつまり現世に出ていった魂が
Sort that cam out.
ソウルソサイティに帰っ
As
てこない
Uryu
と
here
いう
is holding his arrow in,
それは
trying
つま
desperately
り
not to.
現世の側に世界が
Tweak.
傾き、現世にソウルソサイティが流れ込んでし
Ah,
ま
there
う
we
とい
go.
うことを
Camera's back.
意
How you
味
doing,
する
Kamado?
生と死の入り混じる混沌。すなわち
Uryu
世界の
has a widow's peak on the back of his head. Well, like a revert. Okay. I mean, good for him, man. Khan serves no purpose. He should make his way to the Soul Society. Hey, whatever works for you, Pin, man. Yeah, if it works, it works. Congrats. Have you done mission 8 and 18 yet?
その間にもクインシーは増え続け、コンパクの運行は乱れ続け、世界の崩壊は予断、そして
Okay.
クイーンシー殲滅の決定は下された。貴様はこれを死神の傲慢だと断ずるか。
I mean, so they basically just pretty much wiped him out, you know?
よくわかんねえよ畜生め
Cameras alright. Cameras are fixed.
先生
Ah, what is with this pillow behind me? I feel like the ratio of gameplay to just exposition is a little bit. Still don't have a.
黒崎かなんて無茶苦茶な倒し方だ聞いたぜてめえの戦う理由
Why is it doing
死
that?
神側が正しいとか
I'm not
クイーン
pressing
シー
the.
側が正しいとかそんなこと俺にはわかんねえし言うつもりもねえ
This one seems
一
a
個だけわかることがある
lot more straightforward than the Grand Fisher.
てめえのやり方は
200年前のクイーンシーの滅亡なんて興味ないよそんなの先生の話でしか聞いたことない
Oh damn, he manages to hit you out of that? That's crazy.
悪いけど僕はそんな理由で君に敵対できるほど感傷的な人間じゃないその滅亡話にしたって死神側の方が正しいと感じてたから
Down and out.
僕の目の前で先生が死ぬまでは
I only did this because you saw one YouTube struggle. I mean, fair play, man. If it works, it works.
先生はクイーンシーの最後の生き残りの一人として死神たちから厳しい監視を受けていた
Is this the fight where they team up? And Ichigo pours his spiritual pressure into Uryu's arrow and just
その死神たちに対
lets
して
off a nuke.
クイーンシーの必要性を訴え
Or am I
続け
thinking of another fight? Maybe that might be another fight I'm thinking of.
戦う術を模索していた。平時、ソウルソサイティにいる死神たちはどうしても現世でのフォローへの対処が遅れる。ジョージ、現世でフォローに
Pulling
目
them
を
arrows
光ら
out
せ
of nowhere.
俊敏に対処する我々のような
Technically, yeah.
存
It's
在が
Reishi,
必
right?
要なのだと。だけど、それに対する死神たちの返答はいつも同じ。我々の仕事に手を出すな。
Oops, I should have realized. Should have been looking for the Widow's Peak on the back of
先
his head.
生は死んだ。
Hey man, he got sauced up. What
そ
can
の
we
日の
say?
敵は巨大なフォローが5体。死神の援護なくして戦える相手ではないことは明白
Took
だ
on
った。
5 at once. It's brave.
そして、やはり死神の対処は遅かった。彼らがフォローを倒しに現れたのは、先生が戦い
2 hours
始め
after
て
your
から2
master
時間
had
後、
basically had the train ran on him.
先生
Okay.
が死んでから1時間が経っていた。
He'd been dead for an hour, but like they were still just chilling with him.
結局、
Wow.
最後まで先生の考えは死神たちに届くことはなかっ
Stop
た。
backskating, man. Get your ass over
死
here.
神たちが先生の考えを認めていたなら、
And now you want to use
力を
that.
認めていたなら、
Fantastic.
もっと早くに助けに来
Fucking
ていた
guard
だ
broken.
先生は死なずに
Oh
済んだ
my god, why is the damage being gated? Are you seeing this?
黒崎一護、僕は死神の目の前で絶対にクイーンシーの力を証明しなければならないんだ。この戦い、
We're not doing any damage
君の手助け
right
な
now
ど欲しくはない。
because the story
僕と君は
has to play out.
クイーンシーと死神、考えが正反対であることは分かっている。僕の考えが間違っていると思うなら、どうぞそこで見物しているといい。僕は僕の力をただ証明するだけだ。
Well, we can do breakers. Interesting. Doesn't matter. He's down and out.
話がだけ
You understand why he spams the Getsuga? Don't we all? There's a little soul candy icon.
要するにおめえの先生の一番の望みってな、死神にクイーンシーの力を認めさせることじゃなくて、死神と力を合わせて戦うことだったんじゃねえのか。
Crazy.
だったら今それやんねえでいつやるんだよ。死神とクイーンシーは正反対、結構じゃねえか。大人数相手の喧嘩なんてな、背中合わせの方がうまくやれ
Back
る
to
もんだ
back
ぜ。
to back to back.
背中合わせ、なんだそれは。共同戦線を張るということか。
I mean, he's lucky the Soul Reapers didn't turn around because
まだそんなこと言ってんのかよ。
and show up because if they did,
やらなきゃやられる。でも一人じゃ
Uryu would have
きつい
been
だから
cooked.
さね、力を合わせる。そんな
How's the game? Is it worth it?
力を合わせる理由なんてのはよ。
I think if you're a fan of Bleach, for sure. And I feel like if you want to know more about the story of Bleach, then yeah, just be aware that it's like it's mostly a game about combat. So the story mode is basically nothing but exposition, and then you're thrown into combat,
なぜ
and then basically into more exposition, and then more combat. There's no like adventure mode or anything like that. You know, it's mostly just all about fighting. So if you're into that, then go for it.
それが理由でフォローを倒したいのは
My camera froze for some reason, so I'm not quite sure why.
だけどそれ
It's
だ
been
けじゃ
going
ね
good for about
え。
basically almost 2 hours, and then it's just started acting up.
俺の同類を作りたくねえんだ。
I don't think I'm just trying to check. It's not
うち
overheating.
の親父も妹たちもきつい目にあった。
And my
そんなの
little
はもういらねえって思うんだ。
cam link looks fine, so I'm not quite sure.
そんなのはもう見たくねえ。そう思うんだよ。俺はスーパーマンじゃねえから。
Yeah,
世
it's
界
a
中の
Superman.
人を守るなんてでけえことは言えねえけど。
Fan of Bleach, don't have a faith in anime games based on experience. What games did you play, Agent Sonic? It seems like there's more depth to this than your standard like CC2, like CyberConnect games, like the Ninja Storm series, or like Demon Slayer, and especially some of the wacky ones like Jump Force.
So
何しろ敵の数が多い。やらなきゃ
Yeah, it's
やられる。
what else? What other games do we have recently?
てめえと組みた
Was
くも
it
ねえ
Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash? Is that the online one that we had, which
てめえはどうだ。
didn't end up being good at all?
やれやれ。君もいい加減話が長いね。
Yeah.
でもよくわかったよ。要するに
We saw Sparking Zero
お互い
at
ここで生き残らなけりゃ殴る相手がいな
a
く
lot
な
of.
る
Well, I mean, that had its own series of fighting game tournaments, right? I wonder if they're going to do the same with this.
てめえは絶対後で泣かす。
Characters that they made in Blender, use Blender?
ど
Okay.
うぞ
Are
君が
you
生き残れた
are
な
you
ら
a
ね
dev then? I mean, you got a studio in your name, so I'm assuming so. Yeah, I heard Connections was not great. I heard Connections was not great. I didn't pick it up. I was there for the original Storm. You know, I played Storm 1 through 4. I didn't pick up Generations or whatever it was. I mean, I was there for the Ultimate Ninja series on PS2, you know, so. That's interesting. Why is it unlocked? Those two. What is this play menu? Kompaku certificate. Use the play menu to check game progress, customize Kompaku certificates, and equip or enhance soul crystals. You can purchase icons and other customization items. Use a combination of icons and plates to impress others in... Right, so this is... Damn, so we've only done 4% of the main story. That's cool. We've got missions, frequently used characters. Okay, forget about that. What are the soul crystals? Select and confirm the desired character to equip soul crystals. Equipped independently. Can be equipped to other characters without being removed. Okay. I've not got... Wait, hold on. That's interesting. What are these? Okay, so we've got the attack soul crystal. Max Kompaku increases all damage dealt by 15. So you start out doing a lot more damage until you basically die once. This is it. This is crazy. So if you and then you do more damage dealt basically with all of your attacks by 20% as long as you've got more than 70% health left. That's crazy. Spiritual power increases move damage. Whoops. What else have we got? Land a Keycon move increases the reverse gauge by 6%. Okay. This just helps with your guard. I mean, 3% is basically nothing, which is quite funny. You're trying to become an animator? That's cool. Hopefully that goes well for you. Animation is one of those things that can kind of make or break any kind of project. Really. It's one of those obvious things. Yeah. Got Sparking Zero. Once you 100% of it, didn't play it after. Yeah, that's fair. Like Sparking Zero, like the Budokai games and the Budokai Tenkaichi games. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, but I didn't mesh with Sparking Zero as much as I thought I would. Like they didn't live up to the standard of the others. I'm not sure if that's because the others had a more robust sort of story mode, particularly Budokai 3, which yeah, that game was a banger. Soul Crystal Fragments, soul points can be consumed to enhance soul crystals. They have multiple stages. Fully enhance them gives them their full strength. So basically, you can if you're good enough to not die, you can do a bloody hell, like a lot of damage. This is crazy. Surely these can't be used online. This must be just like story mode only. And we can buy things, okay? Okay, yeah. All the things we've got. What's in Urahara's shop though? Come on, Urahara, what do you got for me? Spirit talismans. What are spirit talismans? Increases auto refill amount of reishi. Reverse actions last 1 second longer. Try by 10.
special. Okay, so this is cool. I mean, makes you think. Hopefully, like the story mode is going to get hard enough to the point where you're going to need start needing some of this stuff. Yeah, animation can be quite cutthroat, but like, I feel like that can be said about a lot of industries, right? Like in this day and age, everything's a competition. It's just life. And these are just like kind of things you can use to to basically mess with your online sort of. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, and this is just, yeah, Renji. I'm sorry, man, but Renji should give you all hope that if somebody with a hairline like that can pull somebody like Rukia, we're all gonna be okay. Like he's given Vegeta a run for his money, man. And putting the tattoos there does not help. Rukia's explanation. So, these are funny. What are stickers used for? Oh, we can add them to our little things. Okay. I think Sparking Zero is good, but Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had more depth. I've still got my copy of it, my PS2 copy of it somewhere on there, which is cool. Alright, bloody hell. 999,000 of these. That's bullshit. 9,900. Dude, it's been a long fucking day, you can tell. Whatever, we're just gonna pretend like you didn't hear anything. Which of them can revive? I'm not quite sure. 2 or fewer Kompaku. So this is basically when you're in low health, you do more damage. Increases damage with your flash step follow-ups. This is increases damage with your big boy moves. When initiating a reverse action, this will increase, okay. Increases your guard gauge, reduces damage, yep, okay. Reduces damage, mid-sized, okay. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get anything that auto revives you. Yeah. Reduces the Ho gauge consumption though, so that means you can do more flash steps and. Yeah, Renji with his head on is pretty cool. Renji's hairline is chopped, but he ain't a bad looker. He's not a bad looking dude at all. Yeah, it's just the hairline's just a bit of a spicy one, right? Bit of a spicy one. Have we got anything else? This is the secret story. And this is what I got because of Bandai Namco. Thank you. 1,000 Year Blood Wall art costume for Toshiro and Yoruichi. Rebirth of Soul version costume set. Substitute Soul Reaper title. Combinator. Step by step. What I want to protect. The Last Quincy. Okay. And I think we should be done now. What is in the store? Oh, okay, never mind. That's kind of stuff we've seen already. What's in the extras? Is this the trophy list? Renji's got even worse than the Vegeta haircut. He's whatever. Oh, we can listen to the music. Okay, this is cool. Attack Del Diablo. Are we gonna see? Are we gonna? Is it Ichigo's theme? Is it gonna be here? No, it's all gonna be custom music, right? I feel like, which is a bit of a shame because, like as much as I like this soundtrack, like it's a banger of a soundtrack. Don't get me wrong. Like the anime's soundtrack is literally just like, yeah, I mean it's untouchable. Soundscape to Ardor, you know. Number 1. Crazy. Oh, alright, okay. Oh, dude, they've really gone into it, haven't they? Seto. So yeah, you can really read up on a lot of things. Yeah, there is no number 1. Yeah, it's yeah. Maybe they'll drop it in a DLC pack. Who knows? I feel like it could be cool though. What have we got? We got training. We got offline battles, and we got missions. I just want to see what these are like real quick. Hey yo, what are you doing here, Mayuri? We don't even met you yet.
おかしな場所に繋がってしまったようだね。興味深い。さて、おや、君が手にしているその
The strange device I'm holding in my hand.
なるほど。
Naruhodo indeed, bro. What do you understand?
全く人間ごときが霊視機器をくる。驚いたかね。この程度。
Oh yeah, he's just measured our spiritual pressure. Can you believe it? Probably cost a lot to have rights to use the music. Yeah, but the thing is, they partnered up with. Is it Shueisha who owns the rights to Bleach? Like they've obviously done a lot with the brand. Like I feel like they could totally have found a way to get the soundtrack in game. I'm almost shocked they didn't add it as DLC. I don't know, this is like some weird POV sort of like. What are we doing here, man? I get it. Missions are a challenge mode where you can use your current ratio in combat to fight a series of battles on a time limit. Clear all battles to obtain more soul points, spirit talismans, and soul crystal fragments as rewards. Did you would in story mode? Right, okay. So when they say current ratio in combat, what does that even mean? What does the menu guide do? Oh, okay, that just brings that back up. Right, okay, well, yeah, I think for the time being, if I zoom this camera out, maybe leave it zoomed in, we're going to leave it there for now. I think, just over 2 hours? Yeah, just over 2 hours. So that was a little bit of Bleach, Rebirth of Souls. Seems like a quite extensive take on Bleach as a whole. I'm curious to see how they develop things in terms of like DLC and they're going to make a sequel, and also patches and stuff like a ranked mode for online for sure. It's definitely going to be something that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in. Hopefully they end up fixing the PC version as well, in terms of like patches, because there's a lot of issues going on. But apparently people have been able to. Some people have been able to get it to work, so that's interesting. But that is going to be it for now. Stay tuned. There's going to be more. We're looking to stream more regularly. Probably be back with Bleach at some point as well. And I'll probably give you more of my thoughts as well once I'm able to sort of clear through a bunch of the single player. And if any of you have the game as well, I'm not sure if the game is actually crossplay, but be good to get some sessions in, some viewers. Bleach's music, just Bleach as a whole. Bleach is so good, even a DevilNeverCry, yeah, for sure. I agree with that sentiment. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to anybody who subscribed as well. Much appreciated. It was great chatting to you all. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Take care.